Determinants of Health, a framework for reaching Healthy People 2020 goals. What makes some people healthy and others unhealthy? How can we create a society in which everyone has a chance to live long, healthy lives? These are just a couple of the important questions that Healthy People 2020 explores. The range of personal, social, economic, and environmental factors that influence health status are known as determinants of health. Determinants of health include biological and genetic makeup, individual behavior, social interactions and norms, the physical environment, and access to health services. For example, stress, discrimination, education, housing, and unemployment are all determinants of health. Healthy People 2020 places new emphasis on the social determinants of health while continuing to address the full range of determinants. Health starts in our homes, schools, and communities. Meet Carla, a 6-year-old African-American girl. Carla lives in an urban area. She doesn't have any parks or playgrounds close to her apartment building, so she does not get enough daily physical activity. Carla takes the bus to school and back. Carla's grandmother stays with her after school. Carla typically watches 4 hours of TV a day. Carla's apartment building is old and in need of repair, exposing her to mold and lead dust. Now, picture an intervention that can change Carla's determinants of health. The school board and the local health department work together to keep the gym at Carla's school open later on weekdays and on days when the school is closed for vacation. This provides community members with a safe space to exercise and play for free. Now, Carla's grandmother meets her at the gym after school. Carla's physical activity level increases as she spends more time playing with friends at the gym and walking around the track with her grandmother. She is spending her after-school hours at the gym, which means she's watching less TV and has less exposure to mold and lead dust. Let's look at another example. Meet James, a 76-year-old Caucasian man. James can no longer drive and relies on public transportation to get around. He lives in a low-income neighborhood surrounded by convenience stores and fast food restaurants. James has to take the bus to get to the closest grocery store. Diabetes runs in his family, and James was recently diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. What type of intervention may benefit James? How about a subsidized farmers market within walking distance to James' apartment? The City Health Department and a statewide farmers organization create a local farmers market program in James' community. The program is subsidized by the city, which allows farmers to sell fruits and vegetables at a lower cost. The farmers market program targets high-density, low-income neighborhoods like James. Now, James walks to the farmers market each week, increasing his physical activity level. He's eating more fruits and vegetables now that he can afford them. James is also eating less canned food high in sodium. James' new diet and increased physical activity are helping to keep his blood sugar under control. Public health interventions typically target one or more determinants of health through information, policies, and programs. Each intervention is designed to produce a specific health outcome or outcomes. Outcomes could include positive behavior change, reduction in diseases, conditions, and their risk factors, fewer injuries, improved well-being and health-related quality of life, and increased health equity and reduced health disparities. This is at the core of the Healthy People 2020 framework. Every intervention has a life cycle of its own, a continual process of improvement made up of 4 phases: assessment, monitoring, evaluation, and dissemination. Through this cycle, an intervention can be refined for greater effectiveness. Healthy People 2020 places renewed emphasis on determinants of health, health equity, and healthy development throughout all stages of life. By addressing determinants of health and promoting health equity and healthy development across the lifespan, Healthy People 2020 provides a framework for a society in which all people can be healthy, both now and for generations to come. For more information, go to www.healthypeople.gov.